Alrighty, guys. Happy Thursday to everybody. Good week of work finalizing the game plan for Cal. Looking forward to going up to Northern California and competing for another Pac-12 win. Obviously, this one will be hard. I think Justin does a tremendous job with his guys. Obviously, a defense that I think is one of the best in our league and playing really good football throughout the season. So, be a great challenge for our offense. We'll see which quarterback comes back for them. Sounds like Chase is getting really close to playing, and Monster has done a really nice job for him in his absence. So, ought to be a lot of fun. Our kids are excited about it, and we're looking forward to getting on the plane tomorrow. So, with that, I'll take any questions you got.
So your hope that Vavai and Steven will be ready for this game?
I think Steven is probably more far ahead than Vi right now. I think Steven, as long as we make it through tomorrow, I think can help us in this game. I think Vi is still day-to-day, and it'll be more game-time decision.
What's the outlook for Tyler Bonds?
Tyler practiced today. I think he's going to be game time too. Didn't look himself all the way. He still looked good out there, and he's a competitor. Still got 2 days left here before, and thank goodness a late night game for him. And we need all the time we can get. But he's gotten better with each and every day. I think he'll help us, but I just don't know how much.
Everything good with EA and Marlon and Greg Johnson?
Yeah, Marlon practiced today, looked good. EA did not practice. I think he's further off. And who was the last one you said?
Greg Johnson.
And Greg's practiced all week. I would expect he's medically cleared and expect him to go.
Was EA a flare for the ankle again?
A little bit of both. A little bit of knee, a little bit of ankle that he acquired 2 games ago and battled through it. But it's gotten pretty sore on him and just not able to consistently move.
No, we haven't asked about Jordan Iosefa in a while. Is he going to come back?
No, Jordan, we actually did another surgery to do some cleanup. He was continuing having a little pain as well as some swelling, and that chondral defect that he had was pretty large, and so we want to get it exactly right. The kid's got 1 year to play, and we want everything to be right for him. So we're invested in him for the long haul, and so you will not see him again this season.
The original prognosis was 4 to 6 weeks with him. Was it more serious than originally?
Yeah, there was actually when they went in, they had 2 large chondral defects in there, and then was hoping that it would fill in the right way, and it just didn't happen like we hoped, and so they want to make sure that he has a tremendous opportunity to come back and be himself, and to do that they needed to go clean up a little bit more.
From your perspective, what kind of week has this been for Kiri Colbert? I mean, he has a kid on Sunday.
Yeah.
Jumps right back into it. Now on another road trip.
Unbelievable, true professional. I'm so excited for him and Sophia to have their first child together, and there's no doubt that one will be a Trojan and be a great wideout one day. But we're really excited for both of them, and Miss Sophia is doing really well. Baby's doing really well. They actually got home today, and so we missed Carrie out on the field today, but he was making sure Mama and Baby got home safe.
What differences do you see, or are there differences between Monster and Chase?
Yeah, there's more similarities than differences. I think both are very athletic, and you see them, really create. That's one of the things that, we're worried about with both guys is their ability not only to create in the pocket and keep their eyes up, but when they break the line of scrimmage, they compete for yards and are making big plays with their legs. We saw that evident with Chase last year. He made a couple big plays against us. So they both are arm talented. We've known that. Both are Southern California kids. We've watched them grow up. So there's more similarities than there are differences in the two. So it helps you bring the same game plan no matter which one starts.
Christian talked yesterday about the differences he sees in the leadership this year and kind of the buy-in down the stretch. What do you see this team kind of playing to the end versus last year?
Yeah, we don't have many seniors on this football team. We got 8 total, but their leadership has been incredible. When I think of guys like Christian Rector, John Houston, Michael Pittman, those individuals are, not only captains, but the way they show up to work each and every day and set the example and the tone for everybody else has really set the mindset for our entire team. I mean, they don't let you have a bad day. And I think that's, hopefully that's what you saw last game. Is some of these close games that, we fell short with last year, we're winning down the stretch here. And that's going to be important as we try to pursue a championship. And I credit our older kids with the leadership and credit our younger kids for following, for listening and following and doing exactly what they're told. So it's been a good complement of just some great older leadership with some very receptive younger kids that are coachable kids. And like I said, it's been the most fun group I've had in 25 years. I've enjoyed this season as much as any. Wish we had a fewer injuries, but as far as just kids and being around some great people and having fun with them, man, it's been awesome.
How has Michael Pittman specifically grown as one of the veteran presences on the team in the last few years, and how has he taken that approach into the last couple of weeks of his college? College days?
He does everything right. I mean, whether it's school, he's going to be a graduate of this university this semester. Whether it's in strength and conditioning, won the weightlifter of the year, for this team. Whether it's on the field of play, his unselfishness in his play, whether it's blocking, whether it's being on special teams, and then making the play, being big star capability. I think there's a reason that everybody in the NFL is going to love this kid. I think he's going to be one of the top draft picks in this upcoming draft, and whoever gets the guy is getting somebody that's been trained and ready for the next level. And I'm so proud for him in the senior year that he's had. I couldn't wish anything better for him. I really hope he gets 4 more games and shines and really continues to show the nation that he's one of the best in the country.
You guys switched to squibbing kicks towards the end of the last game. Do you go back to just kicking it deep in this one, or?
No, Ryan, I don't want to give away game plan. I think that would be an advantage, to be honest with you. So I'm going to be mute on that. In that situation versus Arizona State, we were playing an unbelievable returner and player, and not having a great day, and needed to do what we needed to do. Like I said after the game, I thought if we didn't give up a non-offensive touchdown, we would win the game the way we started out and got ahead. So we made that decision. Now moving forward, I'm going to be mute and let everybody see it on Saturday, because I think that gives too much of an advantage to the other team.
I think that Jude Wolf's at 4 games. Is that right?
Yeah, Jude's at 4 games. He is going to travel with us. We are planning on trying to best we can to hold him with his red shirt. We're lucky. EK and Josh are both healthy right now, and both hopefully will stay healthy. But our goal, we've taken him off all our special teams. We've taken him out of the game plan. He is traveling for emergency sake. If we lose everybody, then he'll go 4 games, and it'll be worth his while. But we're going to try to hold it as best we can.
Cal's given up 35 sacks this year. Do you feel like this is a good opportunity for the defensive line to create some havoc up front?
We've talked about those opportunities and how important necessarily not only to get the quarterback off his spot, but get him down, especially with these 2 kids. They're hard to get down. And you look at the numbers, and they do shine that there's 35 sacks, and it's a unit that I think has improved. I think they've come together better than they were earlier in the season, and I think they're doing some things. I think the coaching staff is, especially over the last game, has done some things really to help them. They're getting the ball out in the perimeter with RPOs. They're moving the launch point with some nakeds and play action. So I think they're doing some things that are helping their offensive line succeed. And you watched last game. I mean, it was a team that put up 30 points and really did a nice job. And I think the staff is getting a feel for who they are, what their identity is. And I thought last game was by far their best as an offensive unit.
I know some of these roughing the passer penalties have been kind of close, 50-50 wise. You have to kind of educate the players after the past couple games.
Yeah, it's really hard right now. I'll be honest with you, Antonio. It's hard for players right now, and they're learning. The first rule of thumb for any defensive player when you're hitting a quarterback is to hit him from shoulder tip to torso. That's what we teach. And then it has to be within 2 steps. Then you take your head out of the play, and then finally you can't drive down with forcible contact. And in Jay's situation, it was really hard the other day. It was one where he did hit from shoulder to torso. It was a legal hit. It was not late from what the referee communicated to us. He did take his head out of play. What he told me and communicated to me was his body weight was on top of him, and that's something that I think a lot of players are getting used to, especially when you're getting your head out of play. It's hard to tell a man, okay, do all three of those things plus don't land on the quarterback. It's hard, our conference is protecting quarterbacks as hard as it can. I was more aggravated, to be honest with you, that we had one on Keaton. That I thought was extremely similar, and we didn't get that call. That's ball, it's part of the game, and we teach. To Jay, it was a full speed decision that I thought he did everything right. The last part of it is to try to get the body off of him, and when you're taking the helmet out of play and hitting with the correct shoulder, and that's hard. It's a hard call right now in today's football.
Are you supposed to twist on
Well,
the
we
way down?
twisted
or
at
what?
Utah and got that same deal too.
It didn't matter,
It
okay.
didn't matter. Giuliano, that was my deal. Is okay. Now we're going to twist and take him down, and we got called for that too. So it's a hard time in today's ball being a defensive lineman. I think sometimes you just got to pick them up and hold them, I guess, or don't take them to the ground. So, but we're living and learning with it. All right,
Thanks.
guys, thank you.
Thanks,